We're going to talk a little bit about what is a webinar, Stephen?
Yeah, well, Jim, a webinar is just simply short for web-based seminar. So it's a seminar or presentation that's done over the internet, and basically you can just share a presentation, a live screen, with people who are connected to the webinar with you.
So people actually don't have to go anywhere in order to do a webinar, right?
Yeah, that's right. All you need is a piece of software. Now, there's heaps of software out there. Now, the technology's been around for some time now, but only in the last couple of years has it been accessible at an affordable price for small businesses, and for everyday people who want to start a business on the internet.
Interesting. So a small business could do a webinar without ever actually having to go have an event somewhere, and they could invite people, right? They can invite customers.
That's exactly right, Jim. You could basically have a training, a seminar where you're informing your clients, prospects, anything like that. Instead of doing it, live, you can basically do it online, live instead.
So that makes it easier to get more people together to send a message out.
Well, exactly. These days people are so time poor, so busy, so many things to do that we've got to get a babysitter, or if you've got to get time off work, or a company needs to pay for staff to go and get training somewhere else. Well, now they can basically sit at their office or sit at home in the comfort of their own home and basically watch and learn. And literally, we've used it to generate anything from $2,000, $10,000, $20,000, even $200,000 in 90 minutes online. That's how powerful it is.
Up to $200,000 in 90 minutes.
That's exactly right.
Wow. Okay, so in your view, a webinar is actually something that's been around for a while, but it's actually for anybody. Any business can use it, right?
My good friend James Schramko, who's one of the biggest internet marketers in the world, coined this expression that I took when I asked him what he thought of what I was doing, because I revolved my whole business around it. In the last 2 years, I've managed to start working from home and training. I've got a global client base, and I just train webinars all over the world. I mean, you and I met in Australia, then we've met up in England. That's where I have a lot of my clients as well, and we're here in the US about to do a presentation on webinars as well with some of our clients. Basically, what it allows us to do is to leverage everything, and James says that this is the most underrated business model ever. Not just on the internet, but ever, because the leverage, we have never been able to access people with the influential way that a webinar allows us to do, because webinars, you're talking, right? So on a web page, and I have this problem as well, I have a trust issue online. Now that I've been around the industry more and I process credit cards, I know how it works, but in basically looking at a website that's static, versus speaking to you, even though I can't see your face, speaking to you, being able to ask you questions just gives you 10 times more credibility and influence, and that's why we can actually generate 10 times more sales from webinars, because webinars produce 10 times what a static website would. So it's very powerful.